Good morning. How y'all doing? Thank y'all for joining. We are back for another video. All right. I'm upstairs in my office this morning, you guys. Thank y'all for being here. I'm still setting all my stuff up. I've been recording downstairs a little bit. Give me 1 second. All right. Good morning, and hello to everybody. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday. We are back with another video with lots and lots of tea. We got a great show planned for you guys this morning, so I hope you guys are feeling blessed and not stressed. You got your coffee and your tea and getting where you need to be this morning. Thank y'all for being here. I see my top flight Miles in the building. Let's scroll up so we can speak to everybody and get this show started. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. It is Monday, my least favorite day of the week, but we're going to make it a great day. All right, let's get into the show. First up, let's see. Miss Shirley Terry is in the building. Thanks for being here, ma'am. C. Lewis is here. Gail West is here. Big Steak is in the building. Audra Williams is here. My top flight Rose is in the building. Felicia is here. Miss Pruitt is here. Good morning. Ronnie, good morning. Good morning. Deborah Johnson, good morning. Denise Slay. Let's keep going. Kim Yu is in the building. Good morning, Kim Yu. Playtime is here. Good morning. Kay McKay is here. Good morning. Angela Cuff is here. Good morning. Good morning. D Nice is in the building. Audrey Clark is here. D Nice again. Good morning. Daisy Lewis is here. Good morning, Daisy. Immaculate Davis is here. Verdi Tulu Taylor is here. Cheryl Williams is here. Jonetta Speaks is here. Let's see. Who else is here? Erica Butler is here. Good morning. Everybody's still coming in. Trina Dean, I see you. Sheila Washington, Shirley Terry, Alexis Hardman is here. Good morning, everybody. You guys are still pouring in. Thank you guys all for being here. Don't forget to tap on that like button. You know we're gonna have a good show. All right, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. I see you, Brown Eyes. I see you, Angie B. Good morning. All right, let's get started. Y'all know we have politics first. And then we get into the mess. We don't have a lot of politics, so you guys bear with me this morning, okay? While we get through it. Let's go ahead and share so y'all can see along with me. All right. Then we're going to get into the mess. All right, you guys see it coming up on my screen. I hope StreamYard do right this morning because I've been seeing a lot of other content creators saying they've been having some issues with StreamYard. I ain't got time for that this morning now. All right. Let's get into it. All right, so USDA rebuilding SNAP, and they're saying all recipients must reapply for benefits after a massive fraud investigation into 29 states found over 186K unalive participants and 500K double dippers. So it looks like somebody's doing some fraudulent stuff. Now, do I feel like they just did not or do not want to give people SNAP benefits, and this is just their way of trying to weed out the majority so that they can keep some of that money? Yeah, I do. Because why is this first time we heard about this? Okay. Now, while we do know that fraud is at an all-time high with people getting laid off, people being furloughed, a lot of things going on with people not having jobs out here. So people are turning to a life of crime in order to survive. So that's not surprising, but let's go ahead and get into what they're saying according to Hollywood Unlocked. Let's go.
Day one, when I was sworn in, which was earlier this year in February, the very first thing I did was send letters to every single state in America and said, never before has the federal government asked for the data, but it is a new day. President Trump is the president. We know there's a lot of fraud. We need to help partner with you all to figure out how to make sure that this money and these benefits go to those who truly need it and not rife with fraud and corruption. 29 states, mostly the red states, responded with their data sets February, March, April. So the numbers that you're talking through, those are numbers that we have been collecting and analyzing since early summer, late spring. The fact that this spotlight shined on SNAP has allowed us to talk about it. But here's the most unbelievable news I have really just over the last few days, that 5,000 dead people, that was just 1 month. The number is closer to 186,000 deceased men and women and children in this. On day one, when I was sworn in, which was earlier this year in February, the very first thing I did was send letters to every single state in America and said, never before has the federal government asked for the data. This country are receiving a check. Now, that is what we're really going to start clamping down on. 500,000 are getting 2. But here's the really stunning thing. This is just data from those 29 mostly red states. Can you imagine when we get our hands on the blue state data, what we're going to find? It's going to give us a platform and a trajectory to fundamentally rebuild this program, have everyone reapply for their benefit, make sure that everyone that's taking a taxpayer-funded benefit through SNAP or food stamps, that they literally are vulnerable and they can't survive without it. And that's the next step here. This country are receiving a check. Now that...
So if you are on SNAP benefits, get ready to have to reapply. If you don't have your business and your information in order, you're probably not going to be able to be on SNAP benefits. All right. I do not believe this bullshit, but we'll entertain it, okay?
20 plus others did not, and we're suing. We're in a litigation right now. But of the 29 that complied, what we have found is staggering. 500,000 people getting benefits 2 times under the same name. 5,000 dead people. 80% of the able-bodied Americans, meaning they can work, they don't have small children at home, they're not taking care of an elderly parent, they can work and they choose not to work, of course, because they're getting significant benefits from the taxpayer. So this light, Laura, that has now been shined on what is perhaps one of the most corrupt, dysfunctional programs in American history, that we are working now. Very big announcements coming next week on this. We are cracking down. We now have a plan to fix it. And we're really, really excited about doing that for the American people.
So this has been going on for many years. I mean, I think I covered this on the radio.
And 20 plus other.
Y'all hear that? A hot ass mess. So subsequently, all recipients must reapply for benefits after the department's massive fraud investigation found over 186,000 unalive participants and over 500,000 double dippers. All right, meaning people receiving benefits under the same name twice. Where they do that at? That's some nigger-ish. So the USDA's newest report arrived hours after SNAP benefits were reinstated following a 43-day government shutdown. Now, the shutdown ended on November 12th, and beneficiaries are expected to receive benefits in full by Monday, November 17th. That's today. Okay? That's today. So if you're supposed to get full benefits, today is when you should get those. So continue to check your SNAP benefit card and make sure, honey, as we approach the holidays, we want everyone to make sure that they are getting their money. Again, you should be receiving full benefits by today. That's November 17th. All right. However, in my Kimmy voice, on November 13th, they said just hours after the shutdown, in Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins teased that the Donald Trump administration planned to rebuild SNAP and have all beneficiaries, a reported 42 million Americans, reapply for the program. So appearing on Newsmax, Rollins says that 29 states, mostly red, y'all hear that? Mostly red, you know what that is, complied with the request for information. The results found 186 deceased men and women and children in this country are receiving a check. Now, Rollins said that the data found 5,000 unalive participants in just 1 month. Additionally, the data showed 500,000 people receiving benefits twice under one name. That's fraud. So if anyone is doing that, they probably gonna spin the block on your ass, and you're gonna probably be spending some time. Okay. I don't know why y'all play with the government like that. So if anybody's out there doing it, just know you're going to get that. That's called a knock on the door. All right. Just like they tracked your asses back down for those PPP loans. A lot of people out here were receiving PPP loans under fraudulent circumstances, and they came back and got your ass. So y'all feel like, oh, a year has passed. Oh, 2 years have passed. They ain't come to get me yet. And then the next thing you know, you got that knock and your ass was locked up. So if you're out here on that kind of time, please do not be doing, well, it's too late. If you did the shit, it is what it is at this point. All right. Go ahead down there to shout out to Terrence, giving you the realty. Go on down there to Juanita's Bump and Curl, as he call it, and go on to get them braids in, honey. So you're gonna be gone for a long, long time. All right. Or you can go on and get the fish shoulders and let them braid you up when you get in jail and sit down between somebody's legs, because you know they ain't washed their ass that day. And go on and get your hair up and braided. Okay. Yeah, because that's what it's giving. So shout out to all the fraudsters out there for doing their big one and getting ready to spend that good old time with the good holidays coming around. I don't feel sorry for your asses, because y'all know better, okay? You know better. You know better. All right, so it was something else I want to tell you guys while we're on the subject that I saw. about this $20,000 situation. Okay. So they're saying that the payment dates for November 2025 for this $2,000 that Trump is saying he's supposed to give to people. Now they're saying that the $2,000 direct deposit payments will be distributed throughout November 2025 in multiple phases. They said that the estimated schedule is phase 2, November 18th through 22nd of 2025. They said that paper checks will be mailed to individuals who have not opted for direct deposit. So if you do not have your government, refund set up by way of direct deposit, you will receive a paper check. Y'all know paper checks, that can be anytime, okay, depending on how your mail fall or how they get it to you. So if you have direct deposit, you will get it, of course, before then. So that is what it's saying. It's looking like they're going to be giving out a $2,000 direct $2,000 checks that Trump was saying, okay, that people were going to be getting. All right, so mail delivery, they're saying, may vary depending on your location. So it's given that they may be giving out the $2,000. Of course, you know you will have to pay it back, right? Y'all know that's how that shit works. People get excited when they hear about free money, not realizing that you're getting it now, but they're gonna get it back on the back end. So according to this website here that I'm looking at, it's saying that that's when you guys should that the money is coming between November 18th through 22nd. Okay, so what is that, this week? We'll see. All right, so if you guys start seeing some money uploaded into your account, that's where it's coming from. Okay, the Trump administration, he's trying to say that it's coming from tariffs and all this other bullshit, but y'all know how it goes. I'll believe it when I see it. If I get it, I get it. If I don't give no damns, okay, or any type of fucks. Moving right along, let's get into our next topic. Let's talk about some Epstein stuff, okay? Now we know a lot of people can use the $2,000. That'll be great, okay? I think everybody can use it. I mean, shit, I'm not gonna turn down any money per se, okay? Because I think we can use it somewhere. But if I don't get it, I'm not gonna be like, shit, man, you're waiting on that $2,000 to hit my account today. Damn. I can be on that, but it is what it is, right? Right. Nothing is free. Let's get into our next topic. Let's get into some Epstein mess. All right. Former Lieutenant Governor of New York, Betsy McConaughey, vouches for Trump in relation to the Jeffrey Epstein files and says that she knows he has never had a taste for inappropriately young girls. Said that Donald Trump and I double dated. Oh, so just maybe you might be in on some Epstein shit too. See, when people get to talking too much and sticking up for people when there are whole pictures and videos and shit like that out there, allegedly about Trump or with Trump with young girls. I've seen some pictures online. So, and people keep saying, oh, that's AI bullshit. I know AI from the real thing. That was not no damn AI. Trump was out there on the shit with Epstein, okay? So this lady here might want to shut all the way up before you slip up and say some shit you shouldn't say and put yourself in places that you probably shouldn't have been in, okay? If you double dated with Trump, girl, okay? Let's get into a neighborhood talk thing.
From doing this. Brilliant and scary.
What?
I'm for transparency. I think all the files should be released. But let me be clear. I know from personal experience that Donald Trump has never had a taste for inappropriately young girls. In the 1990s, when I was lieutenant governor, Donald Trump and I double dated. I was dating my future husband, Wilbur Ross. He was dating his future wife, Marla Maples. We called her Peaches. We would go to the fights in Atlantic City. We would go out to nightclubs, plenty of hot spots. And I never saw Donald Trump behave inappropriately with anybody young like that. So I think that all of those records should be just released. Everybody wants that. His base wants it.
Which leads
appropriately with older people.
from doing this. Brilliant and scary.
What?
I'm for transparency. I think all the files should be released. But let me be clear. I know from personal experience that Donald Trump has never had a taste for inappropriately young girls. In the 1990s, when I was lieutenant governor, Donald Trump and I double dated. I was dating my future husband, Wilbur Ross. He was dating his future wife, Marla Maples. We called her Peaches. We would go to the fights in Atlantic City. We would go out to nightclubs, plenty of hot spots.
That's around you, ma'am, okay? Because you know sometimes people have double lives. maybe he only dated girls who were appropriate in age around you. But, at night or when he flew on Epstein's private jet or whatever, he was on some other shit. Okay. He was on his R. Kelly BS. All right. Mm-hmm. So, most of the time when people are doing illegal things, they don't do it around certain people because they don't want a track record or people talking about it. I don't feel like if Trump was trying to be talked about or ratted out, that he would do said situations like that around someone who obviously we see talk a lot. Okay. You sitting in a whole interview talking about this shit. So obviously he peeped that you do like to talk a lot. So obviously he's not going to bring no younger girls who are underage around your ass. Okay. So yeah, do I feel like he absolutely was with some young girls? I do. I absolutely do. And I hope, like I said, they go ahead and impeach him so they can go ahead and get these charges and all the other felonious things that his ass have done. He can go ahead and be held accountable for that, because y'all know as long as he's in the White House, he cannot go to jail. They will not lock him up. But if they impeach him, it's a possibility that he will see the light of day in jail. That's my goal. All right. Yeah, his ass need to be up out of there. If we can get him out of office, if we could just get him out of office, honey, impeach him, so then he can go ahead and face the charges. Because y'all know he went in a felon, child. He went in a felon. So we have a whole president as a felon. Let's go ahead and get into this. For those of you that may be dealing with this situation right here, there may be a light at the end of the tunnel. According to Black millionaires, a new law in Georgia, all right, lets homeowners kick out squatters in just 3 days. We hear a lot about squatters, people moving into people's properties and homes, unbeknownst to them, and refusing to move out. And then said person or owner have to go through the court or the legal system, which we know that can be very expensive, to have said person removed. You can't just call the police and say, hey, somebody's in my house, I want them out. If they're there by a certain amount of time, you do have to go through legal ramifications to have said person removed. But it's given now that there's a new law that's been passed according to this. Let's read up on it. Georgia's new Squatters Reform Act promises faster action for homeowners dealing with unauthorized occupants, allowing police to issue a citation and give squatters 3 business days to leave or show proof that they have a legal right to be there. If they cannot, then they may be removed and even charged with a misdemeanor. That is called trespassing, okay? That is called trespassing. So the law aims to simplify what used to be a long civil eviction process, especially in the Atlanta area where squatters' complaints have surged. But despite the headline-friendly 3-day removal claim, enforcement varies by county. So it says that some homeowners report quick results, while others say delays and confusion still slow the progress. All right, so the new law marks a major shift in how Georgia handles squatters: faster, tougher, but not always as instant as advertised. So it's good that they're putting this law into place. If it's here, obviously it will gradually move to other states so that other people who are dealing with squatters, if you have properties that are unattended, a lot of times you can be targeted by squatters, people moving in, especially with the weather starting to get cooler. All right, we're moving further and further, closer and closer into the winter time. People are looking for warm places to stay. Okay, a lot of homeless people will definitely look for places like that are unattended. They break in and just move in. And if you don't frequent said place, then you won't even know that they're there. And then when you find out that they're there, go ahead and start the process of getting said person out. Now, of course, you don't want a person on the streets, but you don't want a person just moving into your property unbeknownst to you. All right. Yeah, that can be a horrible situation. Person move in and wreck your shit, tear up your house, and have people be up in there doing drugs and all types of stuff. You don't want that. And if they're going to be in said place, all right, if you're going to occupy my place, then you definitely gonna have to pay rent, because ain't shit free around here. But so thank God for laws like that. Thank God for laws. Squatter Reform Act, that's what it's called. Okay, so look for that in a city and or state near you, because hopefully it will trickle on down to other places. All right, because the squatter issue is becoming very, very large. All right, let's move into some mess. We're done with politics. Let's get into some mess. I love it. Okay. I love messy topics. Let's get into it. So we've been talking about the Brene situation, the TikToker who was sued in an alienation of affection lawsuit. Okay. We're going to get into that because Brene's ex-husband, all right, Devon, shades her after the $1.7 million court loss. All right. Says major media outlets are calling him and that she's beyond TikTok famous now. So it's looking like he may be probably on like a show or something like that. Now, you guys do know that he has filed a lawsuit against Brene, also for the same thing that she was already sued for, alienation of affection. She pretty much lied. If you guys have been following this story, she lied to Akira Montague, which is a young woman in North Carolina who sued her for alienation of affection when she began sleeping with her husband. She lied, saying that her husband was putting hands on her. Akira felt bad for her and allowed her to stay at her home. While she was staying at her home, she began having an affair and or sleeping with her husband up under Akira's nose. Upon Akira finding out, she filed a lawsuit against her after her husband, of course, left her to be with Brene, which is a TikToker. You guys know we've been covering this for quite some time. So now, as you guys can see, her ex-husband is speaking out. Shout out to All About the Tea. Let's go ahead and check this out. All right.
Yo, I did not expect things to get this crazy. The storyline is getting out of hand. All these news reporters picking up the story. TMZ, World Star, Shade Room, ABC, WRAL, NBC, CBC, BBC. All of it, like, I'm about to be famous, y'all. Your boy about to be on TV. Who would have thought little old me, the maintenance man, gonna be on TV? Go from fixing pipes, fixing lights, to being in lights. I couldn't figure out nothing else to put in there, but yeah. This just goes to show God is good all the time. And all the time. And God is good. Amen. Yo,
So as you guys can see, this story with this whole alienation of affection lawsuit, it has really been on every platform. It's literally blowing up. I mean, everybody's talking about it. It's a huge thing. You guys also know that Brene, here seen in the picture, she was arrested because Akira Montague, the woman who sued her, also filed a protection order against her. And I told you guys how Brene showed up to the school with this woman's husband, who she's married to now. And she's not supposed to have been there around the kids or around Akira, who was also there. Akira called the police and she was arrested for that. So she actually has to go back to court for that, at which she may serve some jail time. And also her husband, which is Akira's ex-husband, is also facing the same lawsuit. So yeah, somebody's and then her I'm hearing that they're getting ready to start garnishing and putting a freeze on her assets, and that she's going to have to start selling things to pay Akira for this 1.7 million that she was ordered to pay, because she's doing videos saying, yes, you'll never see the money. She's posting herself. She just purchased a new vehicle, the same vehicle that Akira was saying in a live that she wanted. So it's giving single black female, if you will. She's monitoring and or watching what Akira does, and then she goes on social media and she's posting still about her when she's not supposed to speak on her, be around her, all of that. So she's definitely violating the order, and her ass got arrested. So that's what happens to people who have orders against them and they do not follow said order. You will get arrested. And I mean, there is no, what did I tell you? The judge is not going to bring you to court and say, what did I tell you? You were not supposed to do this. It's understood when you receive said paperwork what you can and cannot do. So if you press past that and still continue to do it, you should be locked up. I feel sorry for no one. But in this situation here, as you guys can see, Brene is facing a lot. And now that she's married to the person that she stole from someone else, he is facing the same lawsuit, which then you guys are in the same house. Y'all about to be broke, flat broke. So every I mean, they're going to garnish her wages as well, because she does have quite a bit of people on TikTok as far as her followers and on Instagram. So every check that she makes, they're going to garnish it. The courts will garnish it to make sure that Miss Akira does receive the money that she should be receiving. But Brene's ex-husband is also going to be receiving a settlement as well, because he has chosen to sue Brene's now husband, who is his cousin, which is so crazy. They are nasty. Y'all know Brene's now husband was also sleeping with her sister. Now her sister has to get a paternity test for her child, who I think is Brene's husband's child, because I showed you guys the picture. Let me stop sharing. This child looks just like him. Let's go ahead and show you guys again for those of you that did not get to see. Let's show y'all the T child. Y'all see that? So that's Tim, Brene's now husband, who was once married to Akira. That is Akira's twin sister's child, her second child that's in question. And the people are saying that Tim is the father. I mean, nose, lips, eyes. I mean, everything about this child gives Tim. So, I mean, yeah. So, Brene's sister was actually seeing and or dating Tim prior to Akira being with him, and they're all really supposed to be friends. They knew each other, but Tim wound up sleeping with Brene, which was, you know, a friend of his wife, and the next thing you know, now they're in this huge mess. But I don't feel like a paternity test needs to be done, because I mean, shit, look at this baby. I'm just saying. I already said it, child. I already said it. Y'all don't need no paternity test. It's a hot ass mess. But Tim is married to Brene, which is what's the child's name? I can't remember the twin sister. Anyway, Brene's twin sister's child. This is the second child that's in question, and it's said to be Tim is said to be the father. And a paternity test has to be done because the alleged father of the child does not want to take ownership of said child. All right. So yeah, Mari, we don't need you for this one. All right, you can wait this one out, Mari. I think we done figured it out. But put in there what y'all think about that. That's a hot ass mess. But yeah, he's kind of gloating like, oh my God, I'm gonna be famous. I would not want to be famous by way of that, but go off, okay? Moving right along, honey. That's a hot ass mess. I'm so tired of talking about them, but y'all know there's always updates as related to that mess. And as we get them, I will spin the block and give you guys those updates. Moving right along, according to Spiritual Word, a teacher is allegedly in trouble for standing behind, a teacher allegedly stands behind a substitute while he uses the restroom, okay? It says that then the school tells the sub that he's at fault and must leave after reporting the incident. Let's go ahead and watch, and then we'll go ahead and do commentary.
You're who? What's your name? What's your name, sir?
Ted. Is he a sub?
What's your name?
Okay.
Yeah, for Joe's.
Okay, what's your name though?
Oh, yeah, you're good. Okay,
What's your name?
Mr. Herring.
Okay. Why were you standing behind me while I was using the bathroom?
Because I don't know who you are, so
That's weird though. You couldn't wait until I came out the stall?
He looks very young, I guess.
I get it, but he's recorded.
Oh, yeah.
He was standing behind me while I was using the bathroom. You couldn't
have
wait.
the door closed?
No, I was there by myself. He couldn't wait until I came out the stall?
He wasn't sure if you were a student.
Yeah.
Okay, but still, why would he stand behind me while I'm using the bathroom? Y'all don't think that's crazy?
I think he was probably waiting to see if you were.
I don't understand what happened.
I was using the bathroom. He's standing behind me watching me use the bathroom.
I'm not a man, but don't men usually aren't you in the bathroom together while I'm in?
Okay, but he's standing. You're who? What's your name?
Let's continue, child. That's gross.
With dad behind me while I'm using the
This
bathroom.
is a person that works here. He's a
Yeah.
professional. He is not somebody that we question like this. We don't treat people like this. And you,
I was
he was
just-
young.
I was just
He
ask- I was
he
just
he's
asking.
verifying. He was verifying.
So y'all don't think that's weird? A teacher standing behind another
Aren't you
teacher?
another teacher?
Yes, but still, y'all don't think that's crazy?
I do not think that is. I mean, I'm in the bathroom with other individuals all the time. Yeah.
But you stand behind them while they're using the
Do you have
bathroom?
do you have a door? Did you shut the door?
No, I did not.
Are you at the stall? Are you at the urinal?
Yes.
Okay, urinals. People are behind you, right? When you walk in and out, are people behind you?
Okay.
I mean,
Okay. Wait, what you say your name was?
It's bizarre.
What's your
Yeah, I
name?
wouldn't. Please stop recording me.
No, tell me your name. What's your name? You're not gonna say your name, sir? Sir, your dad behind me while I'm using.
You would like to add, I mean, when Mr. Hand asked you if you were a student or not, what was your response?
No, I asked him what was he doing, cause he's dead standing behind me while I'm using the bathroom, asking me what's my name or what am I doing. Like what?
Did you respond, I'm a substitute working here today?
No. It's weird he's standing behind me while I'm using the bathroom. I don't know how y'all not seeing that, but it's another.
For the sake of peace and not having anything else transpire. We would like to add, today. I think it's best if you don't finish out today's subbing here. I don't want any issues happening between, the staff members and you, or it's just best probably.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know his name. You could tell me your name?
And go ahead, I'm sorry. I was gonna say, so at this point, do you have anything left in the classroom that needs to?
No, I got my stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna ask that you leave the campus.
Okay, that's fine. But he can't tell me his name?
No. Today, I think it's best if.
Is that not weird? Why are they protecting him? Because it gives that was inappropriate behavior. If he's going in the bathroom, you go in there and use the bathroom. It's none of your fucking business who he is. You're not campus security. You're just another teacher. So why are you policing someone? Okay, obviously he's a African-American man. Why are you policing him and standing behind him while he's trying to use the restroom, questioning him? It's none of your business. Stop following people all over the school and acting like you're more than what you're hired for. Had he punched you in your face, and I do not promote violence in any way, shape, or form, but had he become violent towards you, you probably would have deserved it. Because stop following people. A person using the bathroom, of course, you guys know when men go in the bathroom, there are urinals. There's a urinal here, urinal here. Go in there and handle your business. This is your urinal. Use the bathroom. Get the fuck out of there. Stop following people. Don't stand behind people. That's weird. And the fact that they're asking his name to school, it appears that they are protecting said person. And the fact that y'all would ask this young man to leave when he did nothing but report the situation. So why not ask the person who was standing behind him? I would see that person as being the aggressor. Ask that person to leave for the day and allow the substitute teacher to finish out their day. Do y'all not see something wrong here? And he's steady at, what is his name? He refused to give his name because he knew he was doing something he shouldn't have been doing. This is crazy. And so the lady here, whoever she is, staff member, she's saying, hey, yeah, no, he doesn't have to give your name. No. All right, so let's read so you guys can get a clearer understanding of what's going on because we just saw the video. Oh, my God. So a substitute teacher at J.H. Rose High School in Greenville, North Carolina, was sent home and told that he was at fault for causing a disruption after he reported a teacher who stood behind him while he used the staff restroom. Now, if you were in a bathroom where there's a stall and a door, I'm not sure why when you go in the bathroom, you just did not close the door and or lock it. That right there, I got to say that. If you're in a bathroom that you're going in a stall where there's a door that you can close and or lock, that would have prevented that situation a little bit, but it does not negate the fact that this man did come and stand behind you, just stood there while you're using the bathroom. Like that was all the way wrong. But to keep your privacy, you could have gone in, closed said door, and locked it behind you so that this person could not be standing behind you, interrupting you using the restroom. All right. So the substitute teacher was using the staff restroom when another teacher, later identified as Mr. Herring, entered and stood directly behind him, questioning who he was and why he was using the staff facility. None of your fucking business. Obviously, he's staff. So the substitute stated that this happened while he was actively urinating and felt that it was humiliating and uncomfortable invasion of privacy. Okay, yeah, it does get pedo vibes. It really does. So Mr. Herring and other staff members later defended the action in a meeting, claiming that he was simply following protocol to verify the substitute's identity because the substitute was not wearing an ID badge and the school had issued with students misusing staff restrooms. All right. The substitute teacher reported the incident to the administration. During the subsequent meeting with the principal, assistant principal, and Mr. Herring, staff members continued to defend the teacher's actions. Now, the school administration ultimately sided with Mr. Herring and sent the substitute home for causing a disruption, effectively terminating his assignment at the school. I would file a lawsuit against the school and a personal lawsuit against Mr. Herring. All right. Yeah, I definitely would do that. It's none of your business. I don't have to tell you who I am. You're not the principal. You're not security. If I'm not doing anything but using the restroom, what is your cause? It gives that you were profiling. It gives profiling, like how people do us when we go into a store and follow us around the store, just thinking that we're there to steal something when really we're just shopping. This person's just using the bathroom. He's not causing a problem. He doesn't appear to be a student. He doesn't have to tell you who he is if he's just using the restroom. Did you guys not see that? I would file a lawsuit. Discrimination. That could be done there as well. Harassment. That could be seen as harassment. Why are you harassing me? Why are you questioning me? Go teach. I would have cussed him out so bad. Oh my, stuff like that. I think God knows not to allow something like that to happen to me. If a bitch ever follow me in the bathroom and question me, cut your news on. I'm on there. All right. Channel 5, 11, every fucking news station, Caramel will be on there. And you're going to see me on this cussing the bitch out. Fuck, why are you following me in the bathroom when I'm just using the bathroom? Oh my God. All right. So, yeah, that was all the way wrong. Let's move along because I ain't ready to holler yet. Okay. I'm not ready to holler yet. Let's move along into some other egregious bullshit. Offset is still upset about this baby from Cardi. Now, let's so y'all can get this update on what this nigga is into right now. He is very much so feeling himself. Y'all know he's broke down, busted and disgusted. He is upset that he is broke. His little album ain't do shit. His little mumble album he put out ain't do shit. Okay. Barely sold 8,000 copies the first week. Ain't nobody checking for him like that. So now he's trying to claim Cardi's baby, y'all, that she just gave birth to from Stephon Diggs. We kind of touched on this a little bit yesterday. Let's get into the coup de grace of the bullshit. According to All About the Tea, shout out to them. According to Georgia law, we talked about this yesterday, Offset is legally the father of Cardi B and Stephon Diggs' baby, even if Diggs is the biological dad. Offset said that he is picking baby names. So, of course, you know, he's trolling. He is trolling. As you guys can see here in the middle, he says, my kid, LOL. All right. So he said he's picking out baby names since, you know, according to Georgia law, it is assumed that when you're married, if you step out and you get pregnant by someone else, it is assumed that the husband, your husband, is the biological father of said child until a paternity test is legally done to prove otherwise. Okay. All right. So under Georgia's strict marriage presumption law, a woman's legal husband is automatically recognized as the father of any child born during the marriage, regardless of biological paternity. Now, since Cardi B and Offset are still legally married, the law could identify Offset as the legal father of Cardi's newborn, even though Stephon Diggs is widely believed to be the biological father. All right. Now, until there's a paternity test proving otherwise, Offset can step up and say, that's my baby. Ain't that fucked up? All right. So let's continue. To override this, Diggs would need to file a paternity action in court, and Offset would also have to confirm or challenge his legal status. I feel like he's going to do it. And when I show y'all the next post here, you guys going to be like, what the? Okay. Now, until the courts step in, Offset remains the default. Y'all hear this? The default legal father under Georgia law. Now, this is the same father that Cardi was saying don't come see his kids, was not helping financially take care of the kids, doing what he's supposed to do as a father. But this is a trolling situation here because he is upset that Cardi has moved on, that she appears to be happy with Stephon Diggs, who Offset once said was his mentor, that he loved and adored, who's one of his favorite athletes, who's now knocked up your now wife. Offset is refusing to sign the divorce papers because he wants a money bag out of said situation. Now, he and Cardi did come to some type of resolution in terms of getting the divorce finalized, but Offset reneged on that as well once he got hit with another $1 million or something tax lien to say, no, that's not enough. I want more money. This nigga is playing dirty, all right? And Cardi has already said she feels her life is in danger. He continues to harass her publicly, privately. He is doing the fucking most, all right? So let's get into this next topic that I just found this morning in conjunction to this story so you guys can see what's really going on. And Offset is being a whole bitch-ass nigga out here, all right? Let's get into it. According to Best Page, that Offset files for custody of 4 children now. Y'all hear that? Y'all know he and Cardi have 3 children together. Says that Offset now files for custody for 4 children, including Cardi B and Stephon Diggs' newborn, demanding $200 million in emotional damage damages rather, and shocking move that leaves fans speechless. So he is going through the courts to send a message to Cardi to let Cardi know he's very bitter and upset that she has decided to step out and be with Stefan Diggs, and now she's had a baby within their marriage. He's playing hardball, even though they are legally separated. He's decided he didn't want the marriage. Of course, she can prove that he has cheated multiple times, which is why they're not together in the first place. But he's refusing to comply with their agreement in terms of their divorce. And now he's using this baby that she just had with Stefan Diggs against her in order to try to cipher more money out of her. Do y'all see this? I'm going to read it again. Offset files for custody for 4 children. He's using Georgia's law, the presumption law, being that he and Cardi are still legally married. Offset has filed to custody 4 children, including Cardi B and Stefan Diggs' newborn, demanding $200 million in emotional damages. All right. So now what's going to need to happen here is Stefan Diggs and Cardi, they're going to have to go through the courts. A paternity test needs to be done ASAP on this baby to prove that it is not Offset's baby, so that he cannot try to demand $200 million, which will get him out of debt because he has several tax liens, okay? Several. He is in a lot of debt right now. So he's trying to use Cardi and this situation as a come up because his career is going nowhere, you guys. Nobody's checking for his music anymore. He's very much so in a bad place. So Cardi, girl, handle your business, girl. All right. But y'all know Cardi, she has some very good attorneys. Y'all know every time she goes to court for something, she wins. And you guys know the recent lawsuit that she was just in with this security guard who sued her, saying that she assaulted her and was found not guilty of, saying that she would not have to pay this woman X amount of millions of dollars that she was seeking. This same security guard has now come back to appeal said case and wants to retry the case against Cardi. So not only is Cardi dealing with Offset's bitch ass and this situation of him trying to get $200 million from her rather, she's also going to have to possibly deal with this said security guard who was just in a lawsuit with her, appealing this case that was found not guilty against Cardi to try to get money. It's a money grab. She's dealing with a lot. All right. So, and she's trying to prepare to go on tour to get her body snatched back so that she can do what she needs to do. Cardi's dealing with some shit right now. So prayers up for her for the stress alone. It was wrong for her to step out and have a baby with someone else, but you know, a lot of times people do date when they're in the process of separation, trying to get divorced. It does happen. All right. People do it all the time. So we're not going to frown upon her for doing that. Yes, it was wrong, but I'm never going to tell somebody what to do with their watch. Do what you want to, honey. But just understand there are legal ramifications that Offset has now used that as a jewel in court to go after you for money. All right. That's a bitch move. But let's continue on while we're talking about legalities. Let's get into the next topic. All right, let's get into the next topic. I kind of touched on this situation here with Milagro Grams, which you guys know she is a content creator. She was working with Tory Lanez to harass Megan Thee Stallion in that whole Pow Pow case. On behalf of Tory Lanez, she was receiving payments. We did see that in another live that I did before. But let's go ahead and get into this. According to Megan Cunniff, said that the trial begins on Monday, which is today. Megan Thee Stallion's federal defamation lawsuit. All right, let's get into some things that's going on, the things of the things. All right. Milagro Grams already says she ain't got the money. I don't know why people be out here committing crimes for people when you know you ain't got the money, just in case your ass gets sued or you wind up having to go to jail. Okay, that go for anybody. If you're out here on the bullshit on behalf of somebody else, please understand when that gavel goes slamming down and your ass find yourself on the other side of the law, you're gonna be going to jail. You're going to be held accountable for said things because you are doing something when you could be doing something productive. All right, let's get into it. Trial begins Monday in Miami in a federal defamation lawsuit against an online commentator accused of harassing rapper Megan Thee Stallion. All right. The lawsuit accuses Milagro Cooper of coordinating with Tory Lanez, the imprisoned rapper who is now serving 10 years, you guys know, convicted of Pow Pow and Megan Thee Stallion and injuring her foot in 2020, all right, to wage a campaign of harassment to discredit and intimidate her for testifying against Lanez at his assault trial in Los Angeles in 2022. Prospective jurors will be questioned about their knowledge of Lanez's criminal case and their opinion about Megan and Lanez. Milagro and Megan are expected to testify Jurors also will see video excerpts of testimony Langs gave in a pretrial deposition. Let's continue. All right. They said that I was reminded when putting together this article of the special jury instruction Milagro earned as a sanction for deleting text. All right. She was getting rid of information and or receipts rather that was supposed to be shown in court. And they were still able to go and find all of those text messages that she deleted from her phone and use them against her in this case. All right. After she got a legal notice not to. So she was told by the courts not to delete anything. And she thought that she could do it and get away with it. And they were still able to pull those from her phone. That goes for anybody. If you're on the bullshit and you're out here deleting shit, please understand those things can still be traced, whether it's on your computer. All right. How you think they find a lot of these criminals, okay, and cyber stalkers and cyber bullies and people who commit crimes from years and years ago? They can go through your phone. Police officers can look at every single call, text message that you do from your phone. And even if you change your phone, they have ways of finding out things. So please don't be out here on some bullshit thinking, oh, I can just delete it and it's gone forever. No. Okay. Ask Milagro Grams. Her ass is in court right now. All right, so they say the jurors will be specifically instructed that despite a written notice to preserve all electronic communications, Milagro deleted thousands of text messages and removed the WhatsApp app from her phone that potentially contained messages and chats, according to an order from Judge Reeves. See, they found out that they deleting shit. Even if you're deleting apps, it can still show that you deleted it. Now, the sanction followed testimony from, Maitis Likov, Leochov, digital forensic expert with FTI Consulting, and in an evidentiary hearing on August the 7th, about tens of thousands of text messages deleted from Milagro's phone, including messages with Langs and Langs' father. Now, the deletions occurred after Megan sued Milagro. So some of the deleted messages, text messages, were sent on October 30th, 2024, one day after Milagro received a letter ordering her to preserve all electronic communications by Judge Alatanega on October 9th of 2025. So she was ordered not to do so, and you did not follow said order, and now you're in a lot of trouble, ma'am. All right. So that's the lawsuit there. So it said the trial begins Monday in Miami, Florida, in rapper Megan Thee Stallion's defamation lawsuit against an online commentator, Milagro Cooper, accused of working with Tory Lanez to harass her. And this lady here will be in court. I'll be following her to see what updates she gives on this, because she does go to different like celebrity court cases, and she does follow up on those. So I'm gonna be checking back with her to see what updates she give in this case, because I'm interested to see what happens to Miss Milagro, if she's gonna get some jail time, if she's on probation, whatever it is that they're gonna give her. We'll spin the block and find out, and I'll come right back here to let you guys know. Yeah, you cannot be deleting shit. You cannot be deleting shit. All right, so obviously she knew she had some stuff in there that was going to be detrimental towards her in this case, and she got to deleting shit, and thousands of messages they were able to go back and pull. So that goes for anyone out there on the bullshit on behalf of someone else. Your ass gonna get got. All right, and I'm talking about who I'm talking about. Okay, moving right along, because we got some people out here who love and live, honey, to be committing crimes on behalf of other people, to keep other people from not being on it. But it is a certain thing called third party. Okay, you're doing things by way of third party for another person, and it's going to always be linked back to you. So please don't be on that type of time. It's so many things that you can be doing out here to be productive, but when you have grown ass people out here committing crimes on behalf of someone else and you try to cover it up, you're only putting yourself in trouble. All right, let's move along. Speaking of trouble, 3 white men who chased Ahmaud Arbery. Y'all remember the Ahmaud Arbery case with pickup trucks before one of them pow-powed and unalived him, tried to get their hate crime convictions overturned, but the federal appeals court upheld the charges. Hallelujah. That's called justice, okay? You guys remember these 3 men who were in the Ahmaud Arbery case. They tried to get their federal appeals charges, or case rather, overturned, but the court said no. You guys definitely followed this man. Y'all harassed him and y'all pow-powed him, unaliving him, And I feel like it was a hate crime. I definitely feel like it was a hate crime. If you guys remember when this whole thing went down. So shout out to the court system for doing a big one on that and holding these three accountable for taking this young man's life. All right. Ahmaud Arbery, as you guys remember, was out jogging in his neighborhood in Georgia on February 23rd of 2020 when three white men chased him in a pickup truck, blocked his path, and confronted him. All right. As he tried to run past, one of the men stepped out with a pow and powed him during a struggle. Of course, he passed away on the road before help could arrive. All right. Y'all remember this case? We covered it as well. Rest in peace to Mr. Ahmaud Arbery, and condolences to his family. This has to be, anytime you got to go back and look at stuff like this, it does kind of trigger feelings once, family, they're starting to move on past this situation, and then they got to go back once this situation comes up again in court. So it's like they're reliving this all over again. So prayers to the family and condolences to everyone involved in this situation. Federal appeals court, like I just said, upheld the hate crime conviction on these three men. So shout out to them on that. Let's move on. Let's update on that. All right. Got another case that we got to take a look at. Y'all know O.J. Simpson has passed away, but his debt that was left behind has not. So let's get into that because the Goldman family, they are still seeking payment. You guys know that they did sue the estate for OJ. So let's go ahead and get into that, the update on that, according to TMZ. All right. Y'all ready? OJ Simpson estate accepts $57 million claim. Fred Goldman may see the cash. At last, we'll see. We'll see. All right. You guys remember how many years has it been? I think 2 years now that OJ's been gone. All right. So OJ Simpson's estate seems one step closer to paying Fred Goldman his money that is owed for winning his wrongful death lawsuit years ago. Y'all remember that? Because the estates accepted the multi-million-dollar settlement. Let's read up. Okay. Y'all remember Nicole Brown Simpson was unalive. Ron Goldman was also unalive as well. It was alleged that the two of them were seeing each other. It was also alleged that O.J. Simpson was upset because his wife was seeing someone else, and it was alleged that he was the person who unalived her, but it was never proven because they said the glove and all this stuff did not fit. Y'all remember that whole case back in the day? I feel like that was one of the biggest cases ever. I think the whole world stopped to see if O.J. Simpson was going to be found guilty. So Malcolm Lavergne, the Simpson estate executor, filed court documents earlier this week in which he accepts Fred creditor claims in the amount of $57 million plus judgment interest owed on the approved amount. So let's continue. That's a lot of money. So Goldman originally asked for north of $117 million, but the courts argued that despite what he sees as good faith efforts on Goldman's part to determine an accurate amount, the interest hasn't been calculated correctly. So Lavergne tells TMZ that nearly $58 million approved by the estate is a negotiated amount with Goldman, and the estate plans on paying out as much as it can as they continue to auction off items. So obviously they don't have enough in the estate to pay out this $58 million. So they're going to have to auction off a lot of O.J. Simpson's belongings in order to get said amount to pay them this order. Okay. So some of which Malcolm claims have been stolen. So they're saying a lot of OJ's stuff has been stolen to where they can't sell it to get money from it. He said that he's working with lawyers to regain possession of some of these items. I think they might be talking about when that robbery occurred. Y'all remember when O.J. Simpson, there was some type of robbery or something. So Malcolm also says that he's going to ask the court to award Goldman a fee for administrative costs for advising him on how to run the estate. So it sounds like the two sides are working more closely together than initially realized. Y'all remember this whole thing about the gloves, child. If it don't fit, it must have quit. So Lavergne said that he declined a majority of creditors' claims, accepting just Goldman's and the IRS claim. He says that he's prioritizing paying off Uncle Sam before anyone else, including the state of California. He also says that the state will have to sue for approximately $636,945 for the filed claim. All right. They still trying to get this money after all these years, y'all. That was all the way back in 1995. Y'all remember that? Damn. The Goldman family are not giving up. They are not giving up. So as you guys can see, that's what the Goldman family is trying to do, get this money. But According to O.J. Simpson's estate, he has a lot of money that he owes to Uncle Sam. They're going to pay that out first, and then they're going to try to pay out what they can to the Goldman family. They're saying to the tune of around $57 million. Will they see it? Probably not. I don't think that OJ has that amount left behind. I don't think he does, but I mean, shit. They're going to have to start selling shit in order to get what they can. It's like squeezing blood from a turnip. Moving along. All right, so this next topic kind of pissed me off a little bit, but we got to talk about it, okay? Got to talk about it. All right. Imagine getting a phone call from your child's school and finding out that your 12-year-old was punched in the face, all right, knocking out some teeth by another staff member. That's what happened in this case. According to It's On Site, KIPP Philadelphia Preparatory Academy staff member fired after punching a 12-year-old student and knocking out his tooth following an altercation over the student needing to use the bathroom. Let's get into this.
Broken lip and other injuries he says he got from a school employee at KIPP Philadelphia Preparatory Academy in North Philadelphia. That staff member has been terminated, but the boy's parents say that's not enough.
Yeah, Rick, that boy's mom tells me that while she acknowledges that her son was in the wrong here, he did swing at that staff member first. She still says he didn't deserve to be assaulted by an adult at school, a place where he should feel safe.
He didn't fall. He didn't hurt himself. He got punched by a man twice his size.
12-year-old Peyton Outlaw has a swollen lip, a lost tooth, and multiple stitches after he says he was assaulted by a staff member at the KIPP Philadelphia Preparatory Academy in North Philadelphia Monday.
My son wanted to use the bathroom, and apparently he wouldn't allow him to use the bathroom on his lunch break. So my son tried to go around, put my son in the headlock. My son got away, and then my son swung on him. So then the dean swung back, they say my son flew across the room and his tooth fell out his mouth.
Outlaw's mom, Montrina Bennett, says she never got a phone call from the school after the incident. Neither did his dad or other emergency contacts. She says they found out from the parent of another student. She rushed to the school to find her 7th grader bloody, his injuries covered up by a mask.
And so his lip was up here, his face was swole, and he had blood dripping down. The cops should have been called. My son should have went to the ambulance instead of to the nurse's office.
In an update tonight, a spokesperson for the school telling Action News, following an initial investigation, the staff member has been terminated. We continue to fully cooperate with the Philadelphia Police Department and the appropriate authorities to ensure transparency and accountability at every step. She'd like to see more accountability both from school leaders and the staff member. Peyton now needs a root canal on a second loose tooth and is scared to go back to class.
That man went home. My son went to the hospital.
Now, Bennett has since hired an attorney. She's also filed a police report, but no word yet on if that staff member will be facing any charges here. Live on the
Broken lip.
Ooh, child. Let's get into it. Y'all can see it here. We hear about this all the time. This particular topic was kind of near and dear to me because my son came home one day to tell me that a teacher from his school told him he couldn't go to the bathroom when he needed to go. Okay. I get it that they do have certain times that they do allow kids to go to the restroom, but if a child is saying they have to go and they cannot hold it, and for you to say no, they cannot go, is very crazy. How you tell a person what they can do with their body? If their body is saying you have to go, you can have a child. I mean, when not allowing them to go to the bathroom, that could interfere with their kidneys for them sitting there holding their water and having to go. How you tell a person they can't use the bathroom when they got to use it? And I had to deal with that with said teacher, all right, and report that to the school. But in this situation here, it sounds like this young man was at lunch and asked could he go to the restroom and was told no by another staff member, which then this kid was like, hey, I'm just going to go to the bathroom. Like, this person is not going to tell me I can't go. And upon him doing that, the teacher put his hands on him, which a teacher should never do. And then putting the child into the headlock. Why? Suppose this child would have lost air and passed out, or you could have unalived this child. You could have broke his neck. There's so many things that could have happened in this situation. No teacher should put their hands on a child. All right. You call a school resource officer or someone else to deal with this child. And I don't feel like it should have gone to that. Just say, hey, use the restroom or go monitor. Stand outside the bathroom to make sure that child goes to the restroom and come back. Because we do know a lot of times kids, they want to go to the bathroom for other reasons other than using the restroom. But as a teacher, if a child is saying, I got to go, just monitor, walk with them down the hallway, stand outside the restroom, let them use the restroom, walk them back to the cafeteria. This could have been avoided. But then to swing on this child, like this child is a grown-ass man, knocking out a tooth, swelling up this child's face, and then the school covered it up and did not get this child any type of medical attention after his tooth was knocked out and another tooth is loose, where this child now has to get a whole root canal in order to fix this issue. Y'all gave this child a mask to cover up this situation and made this child stay in school in pain. Imagine your tooth just being loose and ready to come out versus someone knocking out a tooth that's not ready to be taken out. Now, according to the student's mother, the situation started when her son tried to use the bathroom during lunch and the staff member allegedly put him in the headlock. The student managed to pull away and then swung at the adult. All right. Something his mother openly admitted in the interview. All right. These kids, I keep telling y'all about these kids. These kids will fight you. They are not afraid of adults. Okay. Now, but despite acknowledging her son was wrong for hitting first, she told reporters that she does not believe that it was justified for a grown man twice his size to punch her child in the face with enough force to knock out a tooth. He was back here with it. Okay. You do have some of these teachers that will fight back. I'm just going to be honest with you. I've seen some videos on TikTok, on Instagram, where some of these kids do bow up at these teachers. And a lot of these teachers are young teachers now. So if your kid run up to one of these teachers and they try to buck up on them, they will fight back. They will knock your child the fuck out. And you got to teach your kids to respect adults. But at the same time, if an adult is swinging at a child, what do you expect them to do? They're going to fight back. All right. It's a catch-22 here. KIPP Academy described the staff member's actions as deeply concerning, confirming that he was removed immediately and announced his termination. All right. So the family has filed a police report and the school says it is cooperating with investigators. Police report should also be filed, but charges should be filed beyond this teacher just being let go and terminated. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. He's absolutely going to pay for every single doctor bill that my child has to get. A root canal, that's costly. So that teacher should pay for that because you were the reason that my child had to get said root canal. All right. Any other medical, situations that my child would need, that I would also have this teacher pay for it as well. And you will learn to keep your hands to yourself the next time. There was no reason for you to put this child in the headlock for asking to use the bathroom. Now, we weren't there. We don't know every little thing that transpired during this because, like I said, a lot of these teenage kids are very disrespectful. But I do not agree with a grown adult who is said to be a person of authority, a teacher, to put their hands on a child. I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. If this was my child, I would definitely take this to the fullest extent of the law. And I can't say, okay, but y'all put it there what y'all think. All right. Y'all put it in what y'all think. My husband would be to the school so fast. Oh my God, if that happened to my child. Oh my God, I cannot tell you. And so would I. So let's get into it. I'm seeing a lot of these things going on social media where women are going, Black women, let's say it, African-American women are going to the hospital to have said children in labor. We got to talk about this because this is a viral topic. Thank God this person's been fired, this nurse. Imagine, for those of you mothers that's in my chat, for those of you that ever felt labor pains, that shit hurt. So imagine going to the hospital, you're in labor, you're almost about to give birth, contractions are hitting, and this nurse is just sitting there just so nonchalant, asking some of the same questions over and over and over. If this person is in labor, almost about to push, I don't understand why y'all can't get this information when you go ahead and put this person in a room or take this person back and have some type of medical attention for this woman. She's obviously in labor. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. This was a lot. My mind just went back to when I was in labor. That shit hurt. You don't want to talk to nobody. You let alone don't even want to sit down. You want to lay down because the pains are hitting just something serious. All right. Let's get into this.
Right now. Is your due date 11? What? How many times have you been pregnant? 3. This is your 3rd pregnancy? Yes. You have 2 babies at home? It's in my ass. You have 2 babies at home?
Almost about to push, and she's steady asking
Who's
questions.
your doctor?
Lang is her doctor.
Baby, I know that pain. Oh, Jesus. All right, let's pause and catch you guys up. Now, this happened at Dallas Regional Medical Hospital in Mesquite, Texas. All right, her son was born 12 minutes later after this situation. Now, I'm not sure why she got her here just interviewing her, asking these questions when she's in active labor. This woman is ready to obviously push. She's saying, hey, she's telling her, like, it's here. I'm feeling like I need to, y'all heard it. It's in my ass. It's right here. And this woman is just nonchalant. Is this your third pregnancy? Well, who's your doctor's name? Bitch, who the fuck cares right now? Take me to the back and get me some IVs in me, whatever I need right now so that we can start getting this baby up out of me. Okay? Let's continue.
Y'all treat all your patients like this or just the black ones?
Whatever was the first patient for you. Last name is Jones. She's G3P2. Not sure what her due date is.
Her due date
I
is
just
the
said
10th.
it was the 10th. Her due date is the 10th.
She got 3 pregnancies, 2 babies at home.
She asking the same stuff. This girl is in active labor.
I bet y'all listen next time. When you found out you was delivering at this hospital, your ass should have changed doctors.
Right now. Is your due date?
Okay. All right. So as you guys can see, this RN has been fired. Praise the Lord. Okay, baby, you should have been fired. I feel like some of these questions you could have asked her when y'all got her back in the room and got a good old epidural in her and get some fluids in her because she's in active labor. Who cares? You can't even answer no questions like that, baby, when those contractions are hitting back to back. Obviously, she's in almost ready to push mode. This girl done got up and got on her knees in the wheelchair, like literally trying to hold on. All right, so great. This video has gone viral. I've seen it several places on social media, and this nurse has been fired. All right. So an RN at Dallas Regional Medical Center has been fired after a video showing her ignoring a Black woman in labor screaming in pain. She did not have any type of nothing when it came to this woman. She did not come over to check her. Like the baby could have been crowning and she's still sitting over there tapping on that damn computer asking the same questions. Obviously, you can hear the mother in the background saying, hey, do y'all do all Black women like this when they come in here to give birth? This is crazy. Her license do need to be revoked. That's insane. That's not the only situation because it seems like this is a thing now. This is not the only woman who dealt with this situation. Let's get into this. This woman here had to go to a whole nother hospital in active labor. Let's get into this. Baby, listen. Shout out to the 374 watching me. All right, smash the topic. Shout out to him. Let's go. All right, so let's read so y'all know what's going on. A husband had to deliver his baby in a truck on the side of the road after, a Franciscan Health Crown Point in Indiana kicked his pregnant wife out of the hospital due to lack of cervical progress. It said that the family believes that this traumatic experience was preventable and may have been influenced by racial bias. I was sue the fuck out of it. Said that they are calling for accountability and seeking assistance from legal and media professionals to highlight this issue. Let's get into this. She's in active labor. They had to leave this hospital, and this woman gave birth in her truck when she was right there in the hospital. Ooh, that's a pain, child.
My daughter's in active labor, and this is a Franciscan Crown Point being put out in active labor.
Lord have mercy. They putting her out, y'all, and she's in active labor. Jesus.
So we gotta transfer her to a different hospital.
That's great. Active labor. They have to send her to the hospital. She mounted her and her husband stopped. ready to push the baby here. Y'all see that? Sue. Sue their ass, okay? Yes, sue them. Because that could have gone horrible. What if she had some complications during birth? What if she would have had some complications while pushing out her child? The cord could have been wrapped. Y'all know there's a lot of things that can go wrong when you're trying to give birth. This is insane. All right. 2 stories that we found where 2 Black women were mistreated at hospitals. Okay. Thankfully, they did fire the other nurse. Something definitely needs to happen with this hospital as well for kicking this woman out. And she gave birth very shortly thereafter in the fucking car. All right. On the way to another hospital to be seen. So, yes, if anybody's ever experienced that, honey, definitely go get you a good lawyer because that's very inhumane. All right. I see y'all putting it in there. Y'all sound off. Sound off. Let's get into this topic. Anybody got a petty spouse? Anybody got a petty spouse where they don't understand? Sometimes you don't feel well. Sometimes you cannot be at your best. Or you know, sometimes your spouse want to be intimate with you and you don't feel good. It takes being with someone who's very mature to understand. You're gonna have moments where you don't feel good. You're sick. You just want to lay down. You're not gonna feel like cooking. You're not gonna feel like cleaning up. You're not gonna feel like being intimate when you don't feel good. If you have a mature spouse, they'll understand that and they'll be there waiting on you hand and foot. Versus acting like this woman's husband, being a total asshole. He was acting like a whole 12-year-old because this woman said she did not feel good. So a woman is ghosted by her husband while she's sick. Said that he blocked her on every social media app and they actually live together. This shit is crazy. Let's look at this, guys. She said, I have not spoken to my husband in 2 weeks. Mind you, they live in the same house, sleep in the same bed, all of the things. And this motherfucker is mad because she told him she don't feel good right now. She needs some space. And he got mad. Let's get into it.
I haven't spoken to my husband in 2 weeks.
Ciao.
And we still live in the same house and sleep in the same bed. Let me give you a backstory. So on Halloween, I went to work. I did not eat. I had patients. I worked 8 hours. The kids wanted to go trick-or-treating, so my husband and I went to his sister's house. I stayed in the car because I wasn't feeling well. I felt nauseous. I just really wasn't feeling well. We stayed for a little while. They got back in the car. He asked me, am I okay? I said, no, I'm not feeling well. I'm nauseous. I did not eat. He said, okay, we're going to get something to eat. I said, I think we should get cereal right now because that's the fastest thing. I don't want no fast food. We got the cereal. We came home. I was eating cereal. It still wasn't feeling well, so I came upstairs. He followed me upstairs and he said, do you want me to leave you alone? And I said, yeah, leave me alone because I'm not feeling well. And this man said, you told your husband to leave you alone? You should never tell your husband. Excuse me? I am not feeling well. I want you to leave me alone. He said, okay, I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to leave you alone. I went downstairs because my daughter was upset that we didn't go trick-or-treating out here. He came downstairs. He said other things. I didn't say anything. Cool beans. I sat on the couch. He came upstairs and he locked the bedroom door. For that night, I slept on the couch because I'm not fighting and arguing with you. I still don't feel well. Cool beans. The next day, he got up. He said nothing to me. I said nothing to him. Cool beans. That Sunday, he went to work. I went to go pick up one of my daughter's friends so she can have a play date. And when he was leaving, I was like, have a good day. Don't tell me to have a good day. You don't mean that. You hate me. I said, no, I don't hate you. I love you. Give me a kiss. I'm not kissing you. Cool beans. Ever since then, we have not talked. Am I wrong? Oh, let me not forget. I sent him a text message, which I'm going to put in here. I said, hey, I think we should have the conversation. You know, he didn't had the conversation to clear the air. You know, he didn't answer me back. Matter of fact, sorry, let me go back. He blocked me on every social media website. I haven't spoken to my husband in 2 weeks.
Yo.
And we still live in the same house and sleep in the same bed. Let me give you a backstory. So on Halloween.
Is that not the pettiest shit ever? This man does not have the mental capacity to understand when your spouse don't feel good. Sometimes, you know, when you don't feel good, you don't really want to be bothered. I'm that way. When I don't feel good, I don't really want to be bothered. But never ever will my husband ever do some shit like that. He's constantly checking on me like, baby, you need something? You want to bring some water? My son is the same way. Mommy, do you want some water? You want some soup? Like, he didn't even check on her. Like, how you go in the fucking room and lock the door and just block your wife? What if she's in there dying and she trying to reach out to you, text you, and you don't block her and she can't reach you? Like, that's some stupid. How you stand in the same house and you ain't speaking? You walk past this person. See, I keep telling y'all, stop getting mad with your spouses and walking past that person and don't speak. Like, what the hell? That is, because what if that person pass away and they sleep and that's the last known moment that you guys had, and then you think back like that shit was hella petty. Like, what am I actually mad about? Like, if she's telling you don't bother, it's because she don't feel well, not because she don't want you or don't love you. She just maybe don't want to be bothered because she don't want to yell at you right now because she just feel her words. Like, instead, take your ass in there and boil her some soup. Say, babe, I know you said you didn't want to be bothered, but look, I made you some soup. I don't see her saying, I told you don't bother me. She probably gonna eat that soup and be like, thank you. I couldn't eat the cereal. Let me try the soup. Or bring her some juice or something. Wait on her hand and foot. Go in there, rub her feet, rub her back like something. Or lay beside her and cuddle with her. Sometimes cuddling make you feel a little better. I feel like maybe he probably wanted to go in there and get some, and she just didn't feel like it. And he took it the wrong way. He is immature as hell. Like, girl, you got the wrong one. I'm sorry. I would have cussed him out. I'm sorry. I don't even cuss my spouse out, but he deserves to be cussed out for that alone. Because, baby, how is it that you don't understand that I don't feel well and that your job as my spouse is to take care of me and whatever it is that I need? I'm not saying that I, don't want you no more. I'm saying in this moment, I just need some time just for me, just to get my headspace right. Because I don't feel good. I want to yell at you and I don't want to act all funky towards you. I just don't feel good, right? He is immature, girl. Anywho, y'all sound off, okay? Y'all know we always have a relationship topic, so I put that in so you guys can see, or so we can discuss that, okay? So go ahead, sound off in the comments. Let's go ahead and get into our jam session before we get into the reality TV news, okay? And then let me see how many more topics we got. Okay, yeah. Damn, I pulled all that today. Shit. Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into our jam session. All right, so we can get on up out of here, child. Yeah, hit that like button. Let's get into it. Boom. Here. Got that like button, y'all. Almost there. That like So we're back. Let's get back into the show. Let's get into the reality entertainment news. Okay. All right. So rapper Akon is going through a divorce. let's go ahead and get into his petty ass, because he's hiding money, you guys. He is hiding money. Now, he and his wife have been married 29 years. And she's asking for $100 million. Let's go ahead and read up. And then we're going to look at his response. All right. His crispy ass, his cheating ass. Now, he's had several women during the time that they've been married. I'm not sure why. Maybe she just decided she didn't want to do it no more, because they kind of had like a polygamy type situation. I was reading up. They kind of had a few women. But of course, she is the main legal wife. So Akon's wife, Tamika Thiem, is seeking $100 million, all right, in their divorce settlement after nearly 29 years of marriage, citing her significant contributions to his career and business empire. All right. Let's get the background of divorce. Now, Akon, the renowned R&B singer, is facing a significant legal battle following the divorce filing by his wife, Tamika Thiem, just days before their 29th wedding anniversary. Now, the couple has been together for nearly 3 decades, and the divorce has garnered considerable media attention due to the substantial settlement amount being sought. Okay, do y'all feel like she is due to $100 million? I think 29, after 29 years of putting up with this bullshit, yeah, 100 million is definitely a great amount. Probably deserve more, especially when you had to deal with side chicks and everything else. All right. So that couldn't have been easy. 100 million sound good. So settlement demands. Let's look at that. Tamika Thiem is demanding $100 million as part of the divorce settlement. She argues that her support was crucial in building Akon's extensive business empire, which includes ventures in music, real estate, and philanthropic initiatives like Akon Lightning Africa. Despite Akon's public persona as a multi-millionaire, court documents reveal that he reportedly has only $10,000 in his personal banking account and at the time of the filing. Now, I read in another publication that he moved money once his wife filed for this divorce, asking for $100 million, and put everything into his mother's name to keep her from getting it, and only left $10,000 in a Chase account. Y'all hear that? He only left $10,000 in his Chase account. Now, he is a multi-millionaire. He removed said assets and put all of his belongings in his mother's name to keep the wife from getting said money and things. Okay, let's continue. Financial implications. He think he's slick, so I hope the courts see through this bullshit. The financial situation has raised eyebrows, as it appears that much of Akon's wealth is not held in his name, but rather under his mother's name, as I just told you guys. This has led to speculation that he may have strategically transferred assets to protect them from potential claims during the divorce proceedings. Now, legal analysts suggest that this arrangement could complicate the enforcement of any settlement awarded to his wife. He think he's slick. Now, custody and support issues. All right. In addition to financial settlement, Tamika is seeking joint legal custody and primary physical custody of the 17-year-old daughter, Journey. She has also requested that Akon be denied spousal support, further complicating a divorce negotiation. Now, this ongoing divorce case highlights the complexities of high-profile separations, particularly regarding asset management and the financial implication of long-term partnership. Now, as the proceedings unfold, more details are likely to emerge regarding the couple's financial arrangement and the final settlement outcome. Now, I'm going to follow this because I want to see if she's going to get this money. She deserves it. 29 years of marriage dealing with Akon could not have been easy. And I hear he's had several women and that he was running around saying he had many, many wives. Of course, she is his legal wife. Now, let's go ahead and get into what Akon's response is, okay? Because this ninja like, bitch, I ain't giving you ish, okay? You already know he was going to pull a fast one if he putting everything in his mama name. Y'all know that's the new thing now. When somebody's trying to avoid taking on financial responsibility, they transfer the shit over. Y'all know Tasha K was doing that, putting money in offshore accounts and hiding money here, hiding money there, going over there to Africa banks and all that, okay? He putting everything in mama name. So Akon tells the courts that he's not trying to pay a dime in spousal support after his wife of nearly 29 years files for a divorce. Shout out to It's on Site. All right, so Akon is making his position clear in new divorce filings, telling the court that he does not intend to pay his estranged wife, Tamika Thiem, any spousal support. Now, according to documents obtained by TMZ, shout out to them, Tamika's original September petition included a request for support, but Akon's response moved to shut that down entirely. Now, the filing also outlines their ongoing custody dispute involving their 17-year-old daughter, as we just read. Tamika is seeking full physical custody, while Akon is requesting joint physical custody as the case continues. So he's trying to say, we about to do this joint thing, so you don't get no child support. So it sounds like she's looking for spousal and child support. You know, at 18, you don't have to pay any child support unless your child decides to go to college, and then that's until they're 21. So, girl, tell your child to go to college, all right? Even if it's community college, I don't give a hot damn. Tell your child to go to college, girl, so you can stretch that money, because this nigga needs to pay you, especially if he's hiding money and putting it into his mother's name and assets as well, because she deserves whatever it is that they built together during the marriage of 29 years. She definitely deserves something, especially if you did not want her to work, which I also read. You did not want your wife to work, and she was a kept wife. So yeah, you need to pay her, because all those times she was not able to build a resume working anywhere because you wanted her to be a stay-at-home kept wife. So you keep her now. That's how that shit works. Same lifestyle. All right. If she driving with the double R's in the headrest, I'm gonna need that double R in the headrest after divorce. I'm just saying. If I'm staying in a $1 million home, I'm gonna need that same type of home. I'm not moving out of no $1 million home into no damn double wide trailer. Like the fuck. Okay. So you might as well transfer that shit on back over there and give your wife what she deserves. Period. Okay. Period. Let's get on into the rest of our reality entertainment news that I know y'all can use. We ain't heard from Kim Zolciak in a while. You guys know BravoCon is still going. So she releases some information about Kroy, honey, something that we did not know. Now, it could be lies. We don't know what go on in a person's marriage and or household, but you guys know Kim Zolciak has moved on and is dating another married man who is said to be a millionaire. Okay, y'all know Kim like the men, nice looking men with money. She done blew through Kroy's money. Now she want to get far away from Kroy, and she has a lot of negative things to say about him here at BravoCon. Let's get into it. Shout out to Bryce Sanders. So Kim Zolciak drops a little bomb at BravoCon 2025 when it comes to her divorce from Kroy. All right. That's her daughter here beside her, Ariane Bierman, who she changed all of her kids' name into. Kroy took on her two daughters and adopted them and gave him his last name. So he was good enough for that. But now that she blew through his money and he is broken, y'all ain't getting along. Now it's, oh, let me trash him in the media. So of course, y'all gonna see the reaction to Kim's daughter Ariana once Kim says what she has to say about Kroy. Let's get into it, because they still see him and view him as their father. Let's get into it.
Parenting would make their lives so much happier, and I just keep continuing to pray for that to be that way.
Why can't it get to that place? What do you think?
When I said I was filing for divorce, he said, I'm going to publicly destroy you. And he told both my daughters that as well, and that's been his goal, and that's all he cares about. And it hasn't worked yet.
What was the final straw for you that you said, I gotta start over and get out of this thing?
He cheated.
Okay.
So
we got some BravoCon breaking news here. Move on to not quite lighter stuff, but other updates. Ariana, you are newly single.
Yes, I am.
But you and Hudson are still filming Next Gen together. So what is the dynamic between the two of you?
You know, I think that I wanted this to be a very amicable breakup. You know, I will always have so much love for him in my heart, and he's a good person. And so I think that filming this show together still, we don't have a whole lot of things together, but when we do, it's still very amicable. We're not in a bad place.
For a year. Like they were friends.
You've known each other since you were babies, essentially.
Like 14. So, you know, we've grown up together, and at the end of the day, I will always love him and his family, and so I think that it's great that we still get to do this together and make money.
Co-parenting would make their life.
So Kim says that Kroy told her, I'm going to destroy you and your pretty much your, reputation. And she said that he said it also in front of the kids as well. So she also said that Kroy actually cheated, which is why the marriage didn't work. But Kim, you failed to remember Kroy was taking care of you and your kids, girl, and you was taking Kroy money going down there and gambling away his damn money. And all he asked you to do was stop. And it got so bad to where you guys were selling wigs, drawers, socks, and anything that you could sell in order to pay bills while things were getting repossessed. Your house was in foreclosure many, many times. Like this man really tried to save you. Y'all blew through this man's money, his retirement, everything, to where now he's, working a whole regular schmegular job. He's out of the NFL now. Like Croy is really down bad. So now that you've taken everything that Croy has, you over here with this other man who is still married, mind you. You were stealing money from your kids. Your daughters already came out to say that you done blew through their savings account because you had such an addiction with gambling. So now you want to blame everything on Croy as if it's just Croy. No, you had a part in this as well. Okay? It's so crazy how people forget. Oh my God. And even her daughter was like, oh my God. Like, Mom, you really said that? Kim, go to hell. Okay? Go to hell, Kim. Go dip your drawers in some damn gasoline and go straight to hell. That's what you need to do. Moving right along. Let's get into some grandam. All right. Y'all know her to be Karen Hugo. I like Karen. She just needs to stop drinking so damn much. All right. Karen, I like you. I'm glad you spent your jail time, honey, because you needed it. Let's go ahead and look at Karen up here. Giving out an award over here at BravoCon, okay? Shout out to what Karen wore, because this is Karen's little website, so shout out to her. Let's just get into it.
When it comes to the subtle,
she's giving out an award for the greatest shade thrower. Who y'all think the greatest shade thrower is on Bravo? On Bravo, okay? All True T, shout out to them as well. Who do you guys think is the greatest shade thrower on Bravo? Put it in the chat, and then we're going to go ahead and see who the panelists are and who's going to win.
art of throwing shade. I can never be duplicated, imitated, or intimidated. Nonetheless, the sharp-tongued assassins in our next category can light up like a hot box filled with 3-wick candles faster than you can say Surrey County. It is my honor to present the nominees for Greatest Shade Thrower.
Come on, Shade Thrower.
Greatest Shade Thrower, Kathy Hilton.
How old is he? 56. You know, when I first met him, I thought he was 56. I've known him a long time.
Jasmine Good.
You are a vibe killer. You're exhausting. You give parent energy, and I'm done with it.
Shamia Morton and Angela Oakley.
It blows with your name. Shamina. You're a mean girl.
If you don't take it all back with that 99 nose, don't do that.
Okay, Flavor Flav.
Dorit Kemsley.
You don't exactly live like the Queen of Sheba. Listen, you live on a main road.
Phaedra Park.
Hey, Rose girl.
Angela's definitely the oldest looking young woman I've ever met. Hopefully her personality is more youthful than her face.
And the winner is Phaedra Parks.
Phaedra did sweep that, okay? Phaedra did take that. You are the oldest young girl. I was like, what? Oh, Phaedra, she look good.
Oh my gosh. I didn't even know I was nominated. But I work so much. I have many jobs. So I am so thankful, I guess to continue to be recognized as the most shadiest of the girls. But thank you so much to my cast and everyone else at NBCU, Peacock, Bravo. I love my family and all of my girls.
Come on, Faye Faye. Okay. She deserved that one. She deserved that because she came through and read down. So we like Phaedra. Y'all know Phaedra have some good reads, honey, and they just flow. You can tell she ain't rehearsed them. They just flow. So shout out to Phaedra on that, okay? And Karen look good. Did Karen not look good? Y'all got to give it to Karen. Karen looked damn good, okay? Moving right along. Let's get into some Dr. Jackie news, all right? So we are still in reality entertainment news. Now, this is something y'all not going to believe after what Dr. Jackie and her husband Curtis went through already. Y'all know Curtis cheated, right? Or cheated, as they say, investment girl. Was that messy? Sure. Let's get into it. Y'all know we like to be messy a little bit. All right, ain't nothing wrong with a little mess. So according to Braxton Family Values fan page, let's get into Dr. Jackie. Let's get into her business a little bit because she's still out here not doing right, and Curtis going to cheat on your ass again. Now, Curtis said on the show that the reason why he initially cheated on Jackie is because she was too busy with work. She never showed him no affection, and she just was not there like she needed to be as a wife. So now she's doing it again. So he went out here and found him a little young tenderoni okay, and was going out of town and telling Jackie that he was working, but he was balls deep in a young little tenderoni. So Dr. Jackie is letting the folks know that doing marriage your way is perfectly fine. Okay. All right, when Curtis spin on out there and get somebody else. So she reveals, check this out. She revealed that she and her husband Curtis actually sleep in separate bedrooms. And it's not about drama. It's about comfort and space. Girl, get a king size, a California king if you need more space. All right. Yeah. Now she says that once you hit a certain age, that you want your own room, your own closet, and a space that's truly yours. Girl, y'all living as roommates right now. No, ma'am. Said that so when you renovated their so when they renovated their home, that they both agreed to create separate living quarters so that everybody can have peace, privacy, and their own vibe. No, ma'am. So they said she made it clear that sharing a life doesn't always mean sharing a room. Sometimes having your own space is what keeps the marriage strong. Do you guys agree with that? Do you guys agree that after you get a certain age within your marriage or relationship with the person, that you kind of want to push back from that person and have your own space? Like they have their own room, you have your own room, you have your own stuff, your own closet or whatever. You kind of live like as roommates, being a married couple. I disagree with that. Okay. I think that you should share a bed. If you need more space in the bed, girl, get your California king. I got one and I got plenty of space, but I still nudge on up over there under my husband because that's what I enjoy. But to say, I just need my space, I just need a bigger closet. If you renovated your home, get a closet that's big enough to where you have all of the side, girl, for all your shit, your shoes, your shirts, all of that, and let him have his stuff as well. But to sit up here knowing that you already had some inconsistencies in your marriage where your husband was found cheating on you for a very, very long time, girl, with a much younger woman, you're pushing him back to doing that again. Men like to be cuddled. Men like to, have their wives that maybe he want to see you walk around or be in your little teddies, even though you got a boy body, Dr. Jackie. Maybe he want to see you in your teddy with the boy body or whatever. And maybe he want to rub up on you at night, but he can't do that if he's over there locked up in his room and you're locked up in yours, right? What is this world coming to where women feel like they got to be in separate rooms? I would think that Dr. Jackie would know, not to be on that type of bullshit after she did all that crying on TV about Curtis cheating. See, when he landed at the other room, he probably texting another bitch. Yeah. He's probably texting another woman because you are too busy to be a woman, girl. And two, y'all know doctors are very busy. And another thing he was saying, she come home straight from work instead of, sitting down. Hey, how was your day? Visiting with him, checking in with him, seeing how he, how his day was, what's going on with him. She immediately go in there, open their laptop and start charting and acting like he ain't even there. And that's why he decided to step out. Now, there's never a reason, and I'm not making it okay for a person to step out if a person is not showing you attention. But what I'm saying is, Dr. Jackie, being that you've been through this shit before, why would you want to push back from your husband and not be around him to make this situation a situation again? Girl, you didn't learn. You did not learn. What do y'all think? They said the thrill is gone. The thrill is gone. Okay. All right. Well, hey, if you want your husband out there cheating again, girl, listen. Because I'm telling you, Curtis gonna get bored. Okay? Curtis like attention. And he has a type. That girl that he was cheating with was a very beautiful young woman. And he was taking her to, where was it? Tybee Island or somewhere. He was sneaking her off to Tybee Island, South Carolina. And they were getting this little, these nice little rooms. And somebody spotted them at the bar. Curtis and this woman was spotted at a bar. And he was like, Dr. Jackie, and somebody took a picture and they didn't even know and started posting it all over social media. And that's how Jackie found out he was lying to her and cheating on her. Y'all remember that whole thing? Because I covered it right here on my channel, girl. But Jackie, girl, you need to get it together. Y'all need to get back in the same room and y'all need to figure out why you guys want to be separate when you are supposed to be together, girl. All right, moving along, honey. Let's get into our next reality TV topic. I put a bunch of reality TV topics this morning. All right, so Monique confirms that that she and Giselle have squashed their beef. Y'all remember the whole reunion, honey, when Monique pulled out that binder and read Giselle's ass for filth, honey. She read her ass from Genesis to doggone Revelations and all the way back there to them table of contents, baby. I said, listen, If anybody asks have ever been read at the reunion, baby, it was Giselle. Giselle couldn't even look up, honey. Giselle had to look down at her corns on her shoes, on her toes, and she could not look into that camera because Monique read the shit out of her. And she read Pastor Holy Whore, aka Jamal Bryant, as well. Y'all remember that, right? So let's get into what she has to say. Now, I agree that they should squash their beef. Because what has it been? They said 5 years since Monique's been on television again, back on the show. So I would think after 5 years, you done got over the shit. Yeah, you were embarrassed. I was embarrassed for you. And let's get into what Monique had to say.
Well, before all of that, there were all the no's. Every year, no, no, no. Even this year, I said no. And a few days before the Pride event, I was like, you know what? I'm saying no based off past history and fears and just the unknown. And I was like, I'm different now. I'm not afraid anymore. You can't do nothing to me. So I decided to come back. I said yes, and literally 2 days later, signed the contract. The next day, Ashley was at my home. It was very because it wasn't planned. Yeah. But it was worth it. And I'm very excited that I made the decision to come back. And Ashley has never given up on me every year. Every time we run into each other, every time we talk. She's like, girl, I had a dream last night. And you were filming with me. You were there. And I was like, girl, since when you become Dr. Martin Luther King with the screens? But I'm really excited, and it's all worth it. And it's just been nice to rekindle some old friendships and make some new ones.
Okay, that's good to hear. Giselle, what was your initial reaction to the idea of Monique returning?
Well, just as Ashley would talk to her every year, Ashley would talk to me about Monique every year. And I was kind of like, in the beginning, like year 1, year 2, but keep in mind, Monique has been gone for 5 years. That is a long time. So like year 1, year 2, I was like, yeah, nah. But this year in particular, because we all know Monique has had some changes in her life, and I can identify with them. I really wanted to sit down, and I kind of want to like hash out whatever the past is. Yeah. And me and Monique, we did the work. We did the conversations. We had those moments that allowed us to say, you know what, the past is the past, and we're gonna leave it right there, and let's move forward. I'll bring my little clap into that one.
Well, before all of that, there were all the no's. Every year.
So I'm happy they were able to squash their differences. Of course, y'all know Monique is back on Real Housewives of Potomac, okay? So it's good that they're able to be in the same space and is not, still be tension. Now, I did see a clip where Giselle was kind of rolling her eyes at Monique, like she still had a little vitriol towards her when she came in the room on one of the scenes. I was like, okay, what is this? Like, if you apologize and saying y'all move past it. But then Giselle, because y'all know Giselle is fake as hell. You know her and Robin, honey, they have that little spirit in them where they have a little mean girl-ish in them, okay? She was kind of rolling her eyes a little bit at Monique when Monique came in the room. So it's given that you haven't all the way forgiven her. But don't mess around and get your ass read again, okay? Because you know Monique is not above it. But I am, however, happy that Monique is back this season. And that's the only reason I'm going to be watching the damn show anyway. All right, moving right along, her and Karen. I'm glad Karen is back too. All right. Let's get into the next topic. Oh, girl, we are moving right along with these topics. I hope y'all are enjoying the show thus far. Go ahead and comment, y'all. Let me know how y'all feel about the topics that we're talking about. Shout out to Housewives from Housewives. Let's get into this. Kelly Farrell talks about getting Phaedra Parks as her attorney pro bono. Okay, Kelly ain't got no money, so she got Phaedra to represent her in her upcoming case with her husband, who is suing her, as well as Bravo and NBC Universal. So yeah, she needs a good attorney. So she chose Phaedra. Hopefully she win, because y'all know last time Phaedra tried somebody shot, she lost. But I hear that she did win a case from another rapper or something. So I don't know. It's a catch-22 here, girl. Let's get into it.
Realizes Phaedra and I actually talk on and off camera. She has actually been a really good big sister to me. And she found out what I was going through and offered her services. And being the professional that she is, and going through similar situations such as myself and helping others, I decided to take up her offer, of course, because who wants to pay, thousands of dollars in attorney fees? She just wanted free work. Yes. But no, she is very professional when it comes to her 10 jobs, okay? And she takes all of them very seriously, and I trust her, and we're gonna get that job and that win done. People didn't realize is
shout out to Phaedra helping out Kelly, because Kelly got a lot of lawsuits coming her way. She's being sued by her landlord for not paying her back rent, at one of her chicken and waffles restaurants. She's also being sued by her ex-husband now for taking said money from a business account that she was not supposed to take it from and pay for some type of lavish dog birthday party. In addition to some other things like some clothing, labels, jewelry, or something that he says she spent the business money on some personal stuff. So he's suing her for that as well. He's also suing her for defamation for speaking on him, as well as having their kids on the show after not getting permission from him. So many things that Kelly's being sued for. So shout out to Phaedra for standing up and helping her, because I don't think Kelly has the funding in order to secure a attorney to fight all of this shit that's coming her way. So Phaedra has decided to step forward and help her with that. So shout out to Phaedra for that. That's the least she could do to help a friend. All right, because Kelly ain't got no damn money. So she's going pro bono, honey. So we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see what happened. All right, we're still in reality entertainment TV. How many more topics? Yeah, we got 3 more. All right, so let's get into the next topic. Oh Lord. I be pulling topics. I be like, damn, I didn't realize I pulled so many topics, y'all. I gotta hurry up and get out of here. Okay, so according to Reality Entertainment TV, Portia says that she does not know where she stands with Candace Dillard-Bassey. Y'all know that they were on Traders together. Candace been running around throwing a lot of subliminal shade towards Portia. I was like, girl, I don't know if you want that smoke. Y'all know Portia will up and fight you, child. She'll reach over and touch your ass. So you already been beat up by Monique. We don't want to see you beat up by Portia, because y'all know Portia got some hands now. So let's go ahead and get into what Portia had to say, because she was like, I didn't even know that Candace really had it for me like that. So let's get into it when someone from BravoCon asked the question to Portia.
What's your relationship with Candace after filming with her from Traders?
Traders. Oh,
and wait. Are you the one that she's gonna cuss out at the reunion?
She gonna be about it. If she cussed me at a reunion, it will not be necessarily about Traders. I was thoroughly confused. Like, Traders for me, when I had done another show with her, I did the Ultimate Girls Trip with her. Oh. Yeah, and we dealt with whatever our issue was, and we were basically cool. And then when we did Traders, not to get, well, that's not a messy show, so I can say, she was really cool, and I felt supported by her. And I was appreciative as a housewife on the show, you know. Yeah. It can go a couple ways on Traders because it's a little tricky, you know. Housewives is like Traders, but Traders is a whole nother level. But then afterwards, she mentioned me and said that she unfollowed me and all of this, and I don't know, it's just weird. So I actually don't know where we stand at this point. I really hate it. It's weird when it's just 2025 is just weird. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I still got love for her. I don't know why she shaded me.
But you haven't tried to reach out to her since she unfollowed you or anything like that?
You ain't been to unfollow me and then I call you. How did it work?
I got that. But fair.
I'm gonna see you at the reunion. I'm gonna see you, Candace. I'm saying I like Candace.
So the reason why Candace unfollowed Portia initially is because of the comment that Portia made on Real Housewives of Atlanta about Angela Oakley's husband, Charles Oakley. Y'all remember Portia was in the pool and somehow the microphone picked up Portia saying that I guess as a way of punishing Angela for something that maybe Angela said or did, don't make me sleep with her husband. But then when it was brought to Portia's attention, she lied about it and said, I never said that. But then when they did the replay, it was shown that Portia did say that about Angela's husband. So it's causing some friction between she and Angela, in which they've ironed that out now and they're okay, they're past that. But when Candace got word of that and when she heard about it, she was like, oh yeah, no, I don't like that. How do you punish someone by saying I'm going to sleep with their husband? So Candace decided, oh, I'm not going to be friends with Portia anymore. I got this heat for Portia and I'm unfollowing her. And she made this whole production about it. She was going around on any platform that would listen, doing all these interviews about Portia. I was like, girl, why are you so invested in this situation? You're not even on the fucking show. Like, why do you care more about everyone else? Why do you care more about Angela? And she said it about her husband. Like, I feel like Candace was looking for a whole moment. I was like, I don't think you want that moment with Portia. But the girls decided to unfollow each other because of that particular comment that Portia made. Now, do I agree that Portia should have made it? No. We all know she is known to sleep with somebody's husband because y'all know during the time that Simon and Phelan were together, or Fallon rather. Portia was waiting in the wings over there twerking in the pool. Y'all remember that whole situation. And then she wound up with Simon, which she see how that shit blew up in her face. But the fact that she made that statement about Charles Oakley and lied about it, people were just like, girl, get the fuck out of here. Like, we just don't see you for that portion because you're coming off as being this thought monster and we were really trying to like you. But then you make this damn statement and it's making you look another way. All right. But so that's the whole issue between Candace and Portia. Okay. Moving right along. Ciao. Let's get into this slow thing right here. Let's talk about Chin, where her son that she has with Marquez is telling her, like, I'm sick of all this damn fighting between you and Ken. This shit is starting to stress me out, okay? Let's go ahead and get into this topic according to Reality Entertainment TV. Let's go.
You been okay?
You all right?
Sure. Yeah. Positive. Because, people say they okay all the time. I do it all the time and don't really be okay. So I just want to make sure you are okay.
Do that stupid laugh that Trish be doing, do that get on y'all nerves or just me?
Like, we hadn't really sat down and talked about all the chaos that's been going on, but didn't get to see how you really felt.
It's honestly kind of a lot. I will say I've been trying to, I guess, distract myself more, is what I say.
Distract yourself more for?
Just not letting my thoughts go in the deep end, trying to focus. Trying to focus on my future.
This child here.
I don't want to be depressed, I guess, is in deep end. I have probably, I don't cry a lot, but probably have cried probably like twice. So when I mean deep end, I just don't want to be sad. I don't want to just stay sad. It's been a lot of fighting, not even just between you and Dad, but also between you, Ken, too.
Yeah. Yes, it has.
Co-parenting with two narcissists will never.
Oh,
bro,
y'all just learned the narcissist word and just, bro, you're a bum.
What state of mind are you in now?
Oh, I'm sober.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Because now you're feeling a bunch of bullshit.
Chris, you should really be ashamed of how you doing my son and my daughter right now.
Hey, 1.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes. Get, stop.
Come in my house, being this.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all got me up.
Honestly, Ken's a cool guy. Ken is very nice, and I appreciate him for a lot of stuff. I know it's been hard for Ken, so I've been trying to, when I talk to him, I just be like, it's gonna be good, stay positive. I don't know. I just hate to see people that, I care about fight, say hurtful things, say mean things, really try to act like y'all hate each other. And I just like, none of y'all, nobody hate each other, man. I don't like any of that. And you can look and say, you're not the only one. I tell Dad the same thing. I'd be like, there's just some stuff you should just not be saying at all.
Now I saw a clip where Trish, not to stop it, but I saw a clip where Trish was saying, if I could bury Marquez where my parents are, I would. Bitch, what? That's your kid's father. Like, and I get it. Maybe he's annoying as hell, but never ever should you sound like Krishan Rock now. If I could bury Marquez with my parents, I would. Y'all know both her parents are unalived. Okay. They passed away. So why would you say that out loud? Like your baby daddy is just so bad. At one point you were married to this person. At one point you were deeply in love. And I feel like she still has some love for him, but she'll never show it and or vocalize it because of Ken. She don't want Ken tearing off in her ass about how she really feel about Marquez. Because you ain't that mad at this nigga. You're not that mad at Marquez.
It does. That's it. That's the thing I try to distract myself from, because it really does hurt me. I do not like any negative words towards you. I don't like it towards my dad. I don't like any of that. So that's just been the only thing that's just been kind of eating at me. But at some point in time, I felt like I couldn't really talk to you.
Yeah, see, that's crazy. Yeah.
Really, all it takes is communication. Like, y'all, we need to just talk it through.
Why does it seem like a father talking to his daughter? Why like her son is more mature than she is. Like, Trish, get your shit together.
Like Ken also is kind of going just through a little bit because he's had to deal a little bit. And
you're right, because we be already on edge. So it's just, I agree. You're right, son. You definitely right. So hearing from Xavier that when Ken and I fight, it really hurts him, really bothers me and hurts me a lot, like a lot. So I feel like there's something I need to fix, something I need to do to make this family better to where it was in the beginning. So I think it's time Ken and I have a talk.
They all need to be in family therapy because at the end of the day, Marquez is never going anywhere. He's going to be there for his kids. And you talking crazy about their father in front of them, especially with Ken, to get a rise out of him, to get a because you know Ken like that. That feeds his ego for you to say negative shit about Marquez because it makes him feel like he that nigga like that. But I personally feel like they all need to be in family therapy. And Trish, you are the common denominator in this situation, okay? You are the common denominator because when Ken and Marquez are going at it, you have the power to stop this shit. But you jump in it, you get on social media, you make your comments on there, not thinking that your children who love their father, that they're seeing all of this shit play out. Never should there ever be a time that Ken is allowed to speak negatively about your children's father because that's your kid's father. Again, they love their father. I don't give a damn what Ken step up and do for them, whether it's buy a car, a pair of Jordans, pay the bills, whether it's, I don't care. At the end of the day, Marquez is still their father. And you have not put it in place to where Ken has this certain respect for him because you don't respect him. Okay? Ken is doing what Ken is allowed to do because he see you doing it. He see it's okay for you to talk shit about your kid's father and you don't step in and stop it because you're trying to please Ken and it's causing problems between you and Ken. Y'all are fighting like cats and dogs and it's happening in front of the children. Now, granted, her son is 18, so technically he's considered as an adult, but still, it should not get to a point where your son got to sit you down like he's your father and tell you, all right, mom, this shit has gone far enough. I'm tired of seeing y'all fighting. Like you brought Ken into a situation. You left their father because you said it was a toxic situation. Then you bring someone else who is not their father into the home and all they see is fighting between the two of you. And their fights are explosive. Ken and Trish, their fights are explosive. So you didn't make a situation better. You just filled a void. You filled a void. You didn't want to be by yourself. So you got with Ken, who also needed a place to stay because the bitch he was with prior to you put him out. So this whole situation, this situationship serves both of you guys. Ken got a place to stay and you are, got somebody in your bed to where you don't feel lonely, but you're not healed yet because you still got feelings for the person that you say you hate, that you really love. Yeah, I summed it up. All right.
I'm going to do everything possible in my power to make sure I'm going to be able to back up and get back to our fun and happy selves. I'm going to always have your back. Always.
Thank you, Mom. I always got your back too. So don't even worry about it.
That's some deep shit. When you talking to me, girl, look me in my face. Look me in my eyes, all right? You staring at the phone. I'm going to do everything that I can to do everything. Girl, let's move on, child. I got them up there. I swear. I wanted to play that. Let's go ahead and do this last one because I got to get out of here. All right, so let's get into this last messy topic and then we're going to go. All right, so Chanel Ayan at BravoCon had a lot to say about Portia, y'all. Child. I was going to show a deleted clip, but I can't, guys, because I got to go. This is going to be the last topic. So let's go ahead and look at this, and then we got to go. All right, so shout out to Bravo Shade Room. Let's go.
Can we even air this? This is the most inappropriate
Oh my God.
that I've ever been a part of. Where are we?
Hello to the best cheekbone girl of Bravo. She brings the cheekbone, she brings the beauty. How's the Amsterdam man?
Amsterdam's great. He's at Lake Bailey.
Yeah,
Now, Cynthia Bailey just announced that she is back with this young boy. Now, y'all know the guy that she met from Amsterdam. She announced that they were broken up. So it gives that she might have spent the block back on him because she said that he's over there at Lake Bailey, child, over there at her house while she's at BravoCon. So she's back with that little young predator looking dude. Let's continue.
I get pounded. This body's hard.
Oh, that's
Yes,
pounding is pounding.
Yesterday I met up with Phaedra.
Oh, and I love that.
Babe.
Oh my God. But I feel like you're on a makeup tour because I also saw you make up with Melissa Gorga.
And also I'm so excited for Portia this season.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's all about pussy. Hello.
Oh. I wasn't ready. I was getting to your outfit, but I didn't think that would be the intro. Pussy and, she has options.
Oh, so she loves the whole buffet.
Oh, the whole buffet.
I love that. That's hot.
Let's talk about
Come through with the Balenciaga boots. I love those. Okay.
Oh my God, that is. You guys made up.
Yes.
Well, it's not like we were having some major beef. Well, girl, this is crazy. Can we even air this?
So they're talking about Portia having a boyfriend and a girlfriend. Pretty much saying that she likes the whole buffet versus just, liking one particular SEX. Okay. What do y'all think about that? That was messy as hell. But Cynthia did pretty much admit that she is back with her young boyfriend. I think he's like his young 30s. Y'all know Cynthia is what, in her 50s? She's in her mid 50s or so. So she like him young too, it seems. But he is back at Lake Bailey waiting on her child while she is at BravoCon. So I don't know. He is an up and coming artist or something. I always said I felt like he was clout riding her, like he was using her for clout in order to come up and be somebody or be recognized. But if she like it, I guess I love it. She is single again after being married, twice? And she met this guy on some dating site, and they've been seeing each other for a little bit now, but he is from Amsterdam. He lives in Amsterdam. So periodically he'll fly over to the States and come and hang out with her over there at Lake Bailey. I wouldn't trust that shit because you don't know what kind of life he has over in Amsterdam. But hey, if you like it again, Cynthia, I guess we love it. But what y'all think? Put in the chat. We're gonna go ahead and end the show now because your girl gotta go. I gotta get my work done. Okay. Y'all said that's disgusting. Oh my God. But thank y'all for stopping by to my Top Flight Mods, True TV Podcast, Tyra KBR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, and Rose Armstead. Thank you guys so much for doing your good mod work in my chat today. Also, thank you to all the content creators who usually stop by here. Thank you, Janetta Speaks. Thank you, Black Women in the Building, Deary Talk. Thank you so much, Simple Mom Family TV, Miss Didi, JCD Creations. Thanks for being here. Shay Renee, if you're in the butchers, thanks for being here. Queen Speaks TV, Schoolboy, if you're in the house, thanks for being here. Shay P, did I say Miss Didi? Thanks all of you guys for being here. Of course, all my Caramelians for stopping by and supporting the video. Please do not forget to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and also hit that notification bell so you guys will know when I go live. All right. Love you guys down. Enjoy your day until the next video. I will see you guys for a midday pop-in. Until the next video. Bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. answer to no, man, I still go, 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 go.